I should be like you, Melvin.
The ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Want authentic supporter insight on all things Bournemouth? Follow Up the Cherries in all departments on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Search TalkSport Fan Network.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hello and welcome back to Cherry AM. And next to me this morning, I have Mr. Ollie Hudson. How you doing, Ollie?
Yeah, fantastic, mate. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, all good, all good. Really, really buzzing for this whole week. Buzzing for, of course, the announcement that we announced yesterday. We had to kind of sit on it for a couple of days. And then, it's just amazing to have been able to go, look what we've been nominated for is bloody brilliant. But yes, we will just touch on that in just a moment. The room is filling up. Thank you, everybody, for all of your support, with this channel. Without you, this channel would not be anything whatsoever. And to be honest, Tuesdays are always a bit of a slow day. What we'll do is we'll go a little bit deeper into this Football Contents Awards, and then we'll also look at some stats that we found out this morning, which are a little bit worrying ahead of this weekend. But, hopefully we can make a first, let's put it nicely. You have to start somewhere, don't you, Ollie?
Yep, absolutely.
And why
absolutely
not this season? Why not?
And yeah, I just to echo some of those comments. Obviously, we discussed a bit of it last night on Cherry Slaps. So anyone that watched it there has already heard the news. It's already been posted about, but huge accomplishment being put into a finalist position with some of these other massive podcasts and massive channels. It's it's a real pleasure to be a part of, and yeah, amazing, really amazing. Please do go and vote, guys. If you've seen the link, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your work colleagues. It'd be really amazing if we could make an impact at these awards.
Do you know what? It is just a proud moment, to have our name up there. Even if we was not to win, consider this Football Contents Awards, AFTV, Arsenal Fan TV, have won this. There's pictures on the website of Robbie Lyle, going to collect the award. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not the next Robbie Lyle. Robbie Lyle is absolutely bloody awesome at what he does. But to actually be nominated for the same award, as a channel.
Yeah, and not just that. I mean, again, you would have heard the words that Matt said last night in the video that was released. Again, you caught me watching this morning when we jumped on the thing.
Yes.
But I want to echo them because it's just, again, reading them this morning, and it's huge. It's huge words, mate. And what a paragraph. Yeah. UTCIAD, Up the Cherries and All Departments, is the central hub for Bournemouth supporters, covering the club with previews, analysis, reaction videos, and interviews. The channel welcomes former players, celebrities, and rival fans to wider perspectives, while encouraging supporters to get involved and feel part of the journey. They couldn't have got it more spot on, could they? Passionate, consistent, and interactive. UTC IAD creates a lively community as well as comprehensive coverage. It's the go-to supporter channel for Cherries fans locally and internationally, uniting the fan base across platforms. How that just
Mate,
hearing those
it's
words, it is
awesome.
massive, mate.
It's huge. And
Massive.
when I started off this channel, and everybody knows my history, how I was involved in other AFC Bournemouth channels in the past, and went it alone. And when I started this channel, the reason why I started this channel is to be that central hub, to be that place for all AFC Bournemouth supporters, regardless of where they live, who they are, their beliefs. We wanted to unite the whole community that support this club. And I think, we've still got quite a way to go to establish ourselves even further. But what we've done, in this 4 years, which this channel's been going, which to be honest isn't a great deal of time, you know, with regards to our progression on subscribers and viewers, I think, it has gradually increased over the years. But the thing is I think we're on our way to doing that as well. So I'm so proud, so
Yeah,
proud of it.
big, yeah.
We will.
I mean, I even looked this morning. I think we're on
Mm,
1.9 thousand subscribers now, so we're ever closer
well,
to that 2,000 mark, which is again
I
huge.
can let you in on a little secret. Actually, we are four subscribers away from the
No, we're not 4.
We're four.
Crikey.
So, if you know somebody who is an AFC Bournemouth fan in the chat and you want to get them to subscribe, to be honest, today would be the perfect day to do it, and
Yeah.
we'll get ourselves up to the 2K.
And I
Um,
tell you what, if that is you or your family members, please let us know. It'd be amazing
yes,
to know if it was you and your 3 of your mates, or you and 3 of your family members, or you and your siblings, or whoever it is. That would be amazing. So just let us know if it's you.
and it's not just that. It's not just that. What is quite good as well is that Matt gets to do a challenge as well.
Ah,
One of our milestone challenges. Of course, at the high loss source, and was pretty much incapacitated for a week, after doing that back a couple of years ago for hitting 1K. I'm not going to put Matt through that. Matt, we are discussing. We are discussing what the challenge will be, but it'll be good fun. It'll be a good laugh, and that's what it's all about, really. And then Ollie, if you want to do the 3K one, we can think up something, if you want.
I'd do it. Yeah. I think
Excellent.
just a couple of weeks ago, I did that hot chili challenge. With the
See,
crisp, the dark crisp that you get.
see, this is the problem. Is I know that you can cope with the chili challenge. I know that you can. Do you know what I mean? We have to think up something different.
I'm quite the challenge taker, mate. Yeah, so
Yes, yes. And I was looking at it, and unfortunately, they don't do recordings, or you can't get it recorded. But I was looking at the Crystal Maze, and me, you, Matt, Malcolm, Sean, Paul from Oz, all go do the Crystal Maze, and it be recorded, and with, well, hopefully a presenter, Richard Adewade. Are you free, Richard? Are you free?
can you
What
imagine?
about Richard O'Brien or Thomas? Oh no, sorry, not Thomas Frank. Ed Tudor Pole.
Can
If
you
you're
can you
free,
see the recent comment of the suggestion what my forfeit should be?
I'm just having
I
a
think
quick look.
walking from North Wales to Dean Court.
That would be some challenge, and I think
Do
it
you know
would be
what? I've
great to
considered
do.
it already, funnily enough. So
Yes, it would be an awesome thing to do, and in fact, I will do it with you as well, and we'll do it
imagine how many
for.
more followers and subscribers we'd get if I was posting about walking from North Wales to Dean Court for a game over the space of a week or something.
100%. It would be
That would be pretty cool.
absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
We'll have to plan the route. And we can do it for charity as well, because my good friend Algard, God bless his heart, is no longer with us, sadly. He, was going to do a walk from Brittany to the Vitality, but unfortunately, sadly, got that was unable to do it. So we could certainly do that and do that in his memory. And
Yeah,
hopefully
mate. I'm anything like that, challenge-wise.
yeah,
I'm always down. So
there we are. We've got it in there. We've got it in there. Let's go through these comments, and then I'm going to play a short little clip from Matt as well, and then we'll discuss the Football Content Awards. Nick Gillins is in the house. Good morning. Sunny school run. It's a beautiful day out there, actually, in Poole today. What's it like where you are? You're going to tell
do
me.
you know what? The sun is shining. The blue skies are out. It's chilly this morning, but it looks like it's going to be a lovely day.
Temperature has dropped, hasn't it?
It has. I've just seen another one of those comments. Not in a million years am I doing that one, Dan.
We'll come to it in a second. I'll hold the anticipation. Matt Harrison, hope you're doing, Matt. Of course, well, Matt, of course, co-host on the show. He said, "Morning, all morning, mate. Hope you're doing well." Chris has said, "Morning to Matt." Matt said, "Morning to Chris. Hope you're well." I'm good, thank you, Matt. Says Chris. Matt said Craig must be on today. Show starting late. Yes. Yeah, I need to get kicked out of bed, didn't I? Darren Hurst, morning, Matt. Chris, 3 p.m., 26 degrees. That's a bit more like it. That's a bit
That's
more
more like it. Darren, I've been watching these weather updates, mate. I think that's the best one in the last 8 weeks, maybe.
Yes.
As long as it's not accompanied by rain, then you're off to a winner, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm sure the old kangaroos are being out today. Or do they mind it, whatever weather, do they really? They don't care less.
Not sure, mate.
They're big old lads, aren't they, those kangaroos? Have you ever seen the actual videos with them? They got proper massive.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. There's videos of there's all sorts of bad ones. I've
Yeah.
seen one of a kangaroo trying to bloody drown a dog. And the
Yes.
guy's trying to get him off the dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I didn't realise how big and strong they bloody are, to be perfectly honest. Chris Hubble, though, coming off from strong kangaroos, are you a fan of rugby? I'll be honest, it's not really. When England are in the World Cup, I'll watch it, but I don't ever really watch Six Nations. I don't really watch it, on a regular basis. If it's on, I might watch. But yeah, I don't really have a team. If you want to name a team, I'll probably go with Bath because they're the closest.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair.
but to be honest, no, I'm not really a fan. So yeah, apologies about that. Morning, Darren, says Chris, and Matt said morning to Darren as well. That's a very true statement. I really do like that statement. Rugby is a thug's game played by gentlemen. To be honest, most of the rugby players that I know are actually bloody nice guys. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't play it myself because I'd be knocked flying by one of the guys. But at the same time, yeah, it's it is quite true, isn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed. Yeah, and I'll be honest as well, not one that I'm a fan of either. To be honest, I think it's because you tend to grow up with either football or rugby, don't you?
Yeah, my school did try and not push me in the rugby route, because they thought at the time I had the build, the broadness, the shoulders to actually play the rugby. Yeah, I just wasn't interested. It hurt too much. And to be honest, they are big old lads that play that game. I don't know if I'd be any good. Paul Sanders said, "Good morning, everyone. Great show and great guests last night. I've just watched this morning. Thank you so much, Paul and Ollie. Honestly, absolutely fantastic show last night. Really, really enjoyed it. And
good one. Yeah, really
Derek
good.
and John on, both really good lads as well. It was a delight. So yes, hopefully we'll get them both on again.
Yeah, glad you liked it, Paul.
They're both regulars. Of course, Derek's been on the show before. He also did the Dean Court Social, our segment. John Sinclair, I've met John in person. Absolutely lovely man. Lovely,
and
lovely
do
man.
go and check out their podcast as well, John Sinclair TV and NUFC Talk TV, The Mighty Win.
Yes.
Yeah, both real excitable chaps, and both love talking about football. You can tell they're very passionate. So yeah, go and give them a watch.
100%. Chris Hubble's asking Matt if he's a rugby fan. Paul Sant has voted. Thank you so much, Paul.
Nice, Paul. Thank you.
The absolute world to us. And yeah, thank you. Do get your family, friends, everybody to vote as well if you can do. Matt said, I take a look, Chris, but not a massive fan. Yeah, I'm probably in the same boat as Matt. Just dropped car off now. A very cold walk home. Yeah, I don't envy you this morning. It's chilly. It's becoming jumper weather. I am sat here. I've got a radiator next to me. The radiator's not on at the moment, but it's pretty cold. So yeah, it's becoming the weather, albeit we can't ever get it right in this country. It's either too hot, too cold, isn't it?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter which one it is. We're still not happy with it.
And it spins just like that. A couple of weeks ago, I went to have a little look at a place and, literally I was walking up the stairs and it was like a 3-story building. And I thought, this is really nice. 3-story house. And yeah, I was sweating by the time I got up to the 3rd floor because it was so bloody boiling. Yeah,
the temperature of the house or the body of Craig.
that's the body of Craig, I think. But yeah, the house is very nice. But yeah,
and warm.
and warm. Doug is here.
Yes.
Said,
Hello,
congratulations to you guys for being a finalist of the
Thank you very
Football
much.
Content Awards. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. We appreciate all your support. And, without you guys as well that come on to our show, again, we wouldn't be what we are. So every time you come on, Doug, we always appreciate your input. And thank you so much for doing so. Darren Hurst has said, may I say an absolute fantastic cherry slaps, gents.
Thank you, Darren.
Thank you,
Very kind of you
Darren.
to say.
Dan Short has said, morning, Craig and Ollie. Sat down beta before I do a job at 8:30. Got a cycle ride from Sandbanks to Hengersbury Head and back for People First Forum. Excellent.
That does not sound like a job or a work day today, Dan. So you enjoy that, riding along the beach for a few hours. It sounds horrendous. Sounds like an awful day.
Although saying that, when was the last time I rode a bike? Too long ago, to be honest. But I need to get back into it. Although saying that, one thing I will need to do is, because of course I always wear jeans nowadays, and as you well know, and as Matt knows, and everybody knows, I'm very good at smashing phones. And seeing as I've got a new phone, which is very, very fancy now, I might need to get a pair of those jeans with the old zip-up pockets, because otherwise it's ended up on the floor.
Yeah,
It'll probably end up on the floor broken when I end up on the floor broken with it.
Possibly.
Chris has said, okay, I am a rugby fan. I love English rugby, Matt. Good stuff, Chris. Good stuff. You're going to have to give us some updates on everything, but yeah, to be honest, I've just been football all over. Chris Hubble said, morning to us both.
Morning, Chris.
Excellent. Chris has said, Matt. Yeah, but here's Matt. Cheers, Doug, says Matt. Morning, everyone. Up the cherries, says Liam Humby, the owner of the first AFC Bournemouth shirt this season. 10 watching at the point of writing this post, but only 2 likes. Smash the like likes, please, guys.
Nice, yeah. Everyone watching the video, please go and hit that like button. I know we don't actually ask that much of you, just a vote here and there and a like and a notification bell. So yeah, go and pop that little like finger on.
And you can get involved in this channel if you would like
Absolutely,
to.
yeah.
Come on camera, you're more than welcome to.
Just as I had a nice message from Jamie Keynes last night, getting him on the Cherry Slap show. He was really appreciative of getting a few words in. Yeah. So whether it's a few words or a lot of words, by all means, come and get involved.
More than welcome, every single one of you. Dan Short said he's just voted. Excellent. Thank you so much, Dan. And Chris Hubble, thank you so much. He voted yesterday for Ollie a walk from North Wales to Deancourt. Of course, that is, something I will also partake in. Actually, it'll probably do me some good. Liam Humby has just voted now. Thank you so much, Liam. Excellent stuff. We have got Sean saying he did 5 kilometers for a first time in about 20 years at Upton Park. It killed me. But I'm up for the walk. There you are. Sean's taking part as well.
I think a few more 5Ks, Sean, before you take on that walk, because 5K from my house wouldn't even get you at the end of the road.
How far is 5K? 5K is probably from, actually, I think Poole to Bournemouth. If you went from Poole Quay to Bournemouth seafront, I think that might be over 5K.
It is, yeah. So Sandbanks to Hengistbury Head is 8 miles on the seafront. So that would make about 13K. Correct me if I'm wrong, someone in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
So I reckon Sandbanks to maybe Branksome.
Yes.
Maybe
probably.
5K. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's even a bit too far.
Sean, it's a bit further than 5K. If you have a look at it, we'll plot the route.
It's about 100 of those beachfronts. If you picture about 100 of those beachfronts together, it's about that. Yeah.
And I think that hits the nail on the head. I like that, Paul. That would be a great challenge, double header for a charity fundraiser. Yes, and what we'll do is we can document it through the time we do it with the old fancy camera, and put up a vlog each day of exactly where we are, and yes, hopefully make a lot of money for Cancer Research UK, which of course, in memory of Al Gard, that would be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. Hey, set it up. I'm happy to do it.
Yes, we should do that. Dan Short is up for it as well. We are getting a team together here. We're getting a team together. Who are going to come and do it. Ollie should shave his head. I'm not doing that again. I can assure you. I did that during lockdown, and I looked. I've got a funny shaped head. It's
Dan,
like
I'm not that old, mate, and I'm thinning on top as it is. So why don't we just naturally let it disappear without shaving it all off? Premeditated.
You can tell that I'm trying to build Spaghetti Junction there. Might see Spaghetti Junction on the wall.
Honestly, guys, happy to run around the world if that's what you wish, but I won't shave my head. This hair has to stay for a little while longer.
Morning, all, says Ethan. 25K. I think 25K to Hengistbury Head.
Fair enough. That could work. That could make sense, I guess. Yeah, what's that, about 12 miles, 13 miles?
I was going to say it's a bit further to North Wales.
Yes, much further. Yeah.
I won't be jogging it though. Oh, come on, Sean. And Sean said, shave the beard, he said. And Matt said, shaving your head, Craig, would it be worth it with your Steve McLaren Ireland in the middle? Oh, dear. Steve McLaren Ireland. Oh, my word.
Yeah, he's done you there.
Yeah, he has done me. Done me. What I'm going to do quickly is, before we talk about the Football Content Awards again, I am just going to play a little video from Matt.
Up the Cherries in all departments has been nominated for the Best Club Content Creator for the Premier League. To vote, visit the link on screen. We thank you in advance for your support and up the cherries.
There you are. That was very
Excellent.
polite, wasn't it?
Thanks, Matt.
Very
Nice
nice.
little message there. Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds a bit better than me doing it, which would be like, come vote for up the cheers in all departments. No, I don't sound. Hopefully, I don't.
Let's get on to Leeds because we have an incredibly busy day ahead, don't we? So
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Let's get into Leeds because, as you said, we found something out this morning that I had no idea. I'd be interested to know if any of these guys in the chat knew this, but yeah, please take it away.
Yes, if anybody's got questions about the Football Content Awards, put them in the comments section and we can always come back to them. But let's go into Leeds. And I went on to a Leeds website. Yes, I do need to wash my hands. Called MOT Leeds News. I need a shower after that. And it says, Leeds United out to maintain staggering record in clash versus Bournemouth. This is written by Joe Elvin. Now, I didn't realise this because I thought when we're at home, we normally beat them. But, of course, we go into Elland Road. And Leeds United fans will be confident their team can pick up another win when AFC Bournemouth visit Elland Road on Saturday. Daniel Farke's side will be brimming with confidence after picking up a 3-1 win away at Wolves last Saturday. 3 summer signings scored their first goals for the club at Molineux in what was a thrilling attacking display from Leeds led by Dominic Calvert-Lewin. However, that's not the only reason why the Elland Road faithful will be expecting their team to pick up all 3 points. Leeds have won every single home fixture they've ever played against Bournemouth. And it goes on to say it would be an understatement to say that Leeds have a good home record against Bournemouth. The Cherries have only travelled to Elland Road 7 times in the history, but every single time has been won by Leeds. According to 11 by 11, which I had a look at as well, and unfortunately this is true, the very first fixture took place in January 1939. I remember that one, don't you? Do you remember that one, Ollie? No. When the visitors were named Bournemouth and Boscombe Athletic, it was an FA Cup fixture that Leeds won 3-1. Next match was in October 1987 in the old Division 2. Leeds won 3-2. Leeds and Bournemouth remained in that division for the following 2 seasons, with Leeds emerging 3-0 victors each time. They met in 2008 when Leeds briefly, they've made that briefly, you were there for 3 seasons, Leeds, drops to League One, and the Whites won 2-0. Leeds have also beaten Bournemouth twice at home in the Championship in 2013-14 and 2014-15. Of course, they did beat us in our promotion winning season. They were one of the only teams that did it. This will be only the second season that Leeds have faced Bournemouth in the Premier League. They were both in the top tier in 2022-23 season, where Leeds beat them 4-3 in a thrilling game at Elland Road. If you really want to watch that back, which I don't suggest you do, but we do have a watch along on this very channel of when we got beat 4-3. And we was going absolutely mad. And it was quite painful. So they're hoping that they're going to extend the winning streak to 8 when Andoni Iraola's side arrive on Saturday. Will the players know this statistic or will they not care one jot?
Of course they'll know. Absolutely they'll know. Whether they want to know or not, whether they get told or not. I think players know this stuff, don't they? They know what their opponents are. They know what their competition is. They know what kind of team they're going out to play. Obviously, a squad can be managed and put out onto a pitch and play how the manager wants them to play, but every player is individual, right? They all have their own feelings and their own thoughts, and they've probably watched all these other games in their own time, and they probably all go home and play FIFA. And do you know what I mean? They all live, breathe, and eat the world of football. So it wouldn't surprise me if, of course, they know. Of course, they absolutely know what's happened previously. Of course, they know what they haven't achieved before. Do you know what I mean? Of course, they know that they're walking out onto a pitch and they're like, this could be the day. We've discussed this. Yeah. I think they absolutely know.
Yeah. But without a shadow of a doubt, we are the better team. We are
100%.
more the better team.
And if we don't win this time, then again, football just throws out one of its magical twists, doesn't it? Because we should win. We should go there. We should go to Elland Road, and we should absolutely dominate. There is no doubt in my mind.
In my honest opinion, I think we could easily win the next 4. We're coming up against a Forest side which don't look to have massive confidence.
And this is what I'm saying. And this is where football could create upsets again. It could just continue to create upsets, and who knows? I'm not gonna say it because I'm forever optimistic. But anything can happen, mate.
Well, we do have a very special guest whose interview will be going on the show straight after this. And I tell you what, leave your guesses in the comment section. Liam did get it yesterday, so if you remember watching yesterday's, just put it in the comment section. But yes, we have had a very special guest who we've interviewed already. It is pre-recorded, but I tell you what, it's a brilliant show. Really interesting as well. I just want to come to one comment here as well, Ollie. Laura said, all of you do the Extreme Caverns Challenge on Wales. 9 hours of extreme climbing and caving, and you can film all of it. Right, Laura. Ollie is a bit more athletic than me.
This is why I didn't even bring this up, you see, because
you know what, though? I love that sort of thing, but we're talking about abseiling, aren't we?
We're talking about not just abseiling. We're talking about zip wires underground. You're talking rock climbing up to zip wire. I say it's intense. It's an extreme underground climbing experience.
Have you done it already?
The last 9 hours. Hey,
has Laura done it? Have you done it?
No. So we will be doing it next year. We've done a version of it, but only the 3-hour version.
Oh, mate, you've got to send me videos of that. Honestly, this is honestly, I would absolutely love to do it, but I know that I'd probably end up breaking my leg.
100% you would. Yeah, absolutely.
Or smashing my bone, or both.
Can I I just want to address this comment because it seems like United Red Devil. If you weren't here at the start, United Red Devil, we're actually the most recognised Bournemouth fan channel as per the new content awards. So if you'd like to go and check those out and stick a vote in for us, that would be fantastic, mate. So welcome to the channel. It's from people like you that we get to where we are. Thanks, bud.
Thanks so much. There we are.
Please continue with the comments, Craig.
That was very, very well said, Ollie. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Shauna said, just searched it. It will be 184 miles and take 3 days. You got the camping gear. Yeah, we can get the camping gear. It's fine.
Sean, I've already got it all, mate. You make your way up here, mate, and we can... I'll look after you. Don't you worry.
Yeah. If not, we'll put it on expenses. Never won at Elland Road. Yes. We've never won at Elland Road. So, yeah.
I'll be honest, right? Last season and the season before, Bournemouth as a club broke history at not just one ground, I think 2 grounds on both seasons. There was 4 or 5 games where we physically broke history and did things that AFC Bournemouth as a club have never done in the Premier League. So why would it stop now? That's my 100%. Point. Why would we not be breaking this strange stat that, again, I've only just found out this morning? It shouldn't exist. So I have every faith that it will be broken this weekend.
Do you know what? That is, remember the 3-1 up last time to lose 4-3. Spot on. And that probably shows, as much as I really like the man, the frailties of Gary O'Neill. Of course, Gary O'Neill is, honestly, he's a lovely, lovely, lovely man. I think he's quite a good coach in certain circumstances, but let's be fair, he didn't do very well at Wolves, did he, either?
No, he didn't. And I appreciate your your love and your passion for some sporting professionals. I do. I know that you've got
Yeah.
similar feelings from Mark McAdam. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
And Antoine.
sometimes people just don't quite pick the cherry, do they?
No,
Excuse the pun.
that's quality. Quality. Yeah, I was going to say you can't forget Antoine. Paul said stats are there to be broken, and Donny will break it hands down. Fingers crossed. I'm confident. I'm confident we'll go up there and we'll get a really good result. Matt has said, if I was a player, I would want to know because I would want to be the part of the team that who breaks the record gets the first win there, most definitely.
Absolutely,
It'd just be
yeah.
funny to see them whinging, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Afterwards. Sean has just got his wife subscribed. Hello, Kelly. Thank you for joining us here at the Cherries in All Departments. And great job, Sean, says Matt. Sean said, I'm going to Leeds. So what's the worst that could happen? Of course, when Sean turns up, we don't score, but, time to change that habit as well, Sean. And, there he is. He's got to get his name in there. Oh, dear. Yeah, we're talking about, we're talking about Gary O'Neill. I think, because me and you, Ollie, have got a very, very busy day, haven't we?
Horrendous looking day. Yeah.
Yes. And to be honest, you could probably blame me for that, can't you?
Yes, I can. Wholeheartedly, 100%, no doubt in my mind, can blame you entirely. So
yes. Yeah.
Guys,
if you haven't subscribed already, hit the like, subscribe, the bell button below. It does help this channel to grow. Please, please, please vote for us on the Football Content Awards. Get your wife or your partner, your kids, your dog,
your aunties, uncles, grandparents. I'm telling you,
neighbor.
sisters, friends, your parrots, nan, whatever it is that you've got. Get them all online. Get them all subscribing. Get them all voting to be the standout channel in Bournemouth, AFC Bournemouth fans. Kudos to this guy and kudos to Matt Harrison for everything behind the scenes. But huge, guys. Huge achievement. Any more support from the channel, family and friends is going to be massive for these guys. So, yeah, please, everything you can do would be massive.
It's all about the team. It's all about the team. And thank you to you as well, Ollie, for coming on board and, contributing so much as well. So
pleasure. Absolute pleasure, mate. I love nothing more than being involved with this channel.
And thank you as well, of course, to Sean, to Paul, to Darren, and of course to Malcolm, who's probably in the middle of Norway at the moment. I think there is a message, to tell me where he is, but I haven't seen it, to be honest.
There is. And Darren's got a good question here.
Exactly.
He says, what exactly does a subscription give you? Well, the long and short, Darren, it doesn't really give you anything because we like to believe at this channel that whether you pay or whether you don't pay, you get the same access, the same videos, the same podcasts, the same live access to the chat. So everyone still gets the same, whether you just subscribe for £1 or not. But essentially, anything that goes through to subscriptions goes into the channel name and just goes back into buying us more tech or getting us together for football games or more footage or whatever it is. So
football awards.
In the long and short of it, you get nothing but continued amazing content, Darren.
We will do a Wall of Fame as well at some point. So absolutely. On the end of each show, there'll be a little Wall of Fame, saying all of our subscribers, and it's only, the last thing I wanted to do was there's some channels that say buy me a coffee or £10 or something like that.
You've got
we can do that. We can put pictures next to people. Yeah, we can certainly do that. We can certainly do that on the end of each video. I have not a problem with that. But the thing is some channels will do buy me a coffee, £10 subscriptions. That's just too much. So 99p. Hey, if you do it, great. If you don't, absolutely fine. As long as you keep watching, that's the main thing for us. So absolutely no pressure on that. But we will do a little haul.
And
famous.
just on that, Darren, would you mind sending a good selfie to the email address? That would be fantastic for us. Just if we do want to use it, mate.
Yes, definitely.
Email us over a real funny, funky selfie, mate.
Yes. You can even change it every week. It's up to you.
Yeah.
And Chris says, can Bournemouth win away at Leeds on Saturday? Yeah, of course we can. Of course we can.
Absolutely.
Well, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Ollie. We are back here again tomorrow.
Yes, we are. And Thursday.
Yes. And Thursday as well. So, yes, do keep your eyes peeled. But until then, Sean's just said, if I do the walk, a glass of water is fine. Albeit, Ollie, we'll probably find some pubs, won't we? Well, what's the route?
Honestly, I don't think
North Wales.
We wouldn't get more than
Shrewsbury.
10k from my house without at least 5 pubs. North Wales, Shrewsbury, Oswestry, Telford, Birmingham, and then down.
There we are.
Unless you walk through Gloucester, Forest of Dean, Bristol, that way. It's quite nice.
What? So, walk. Where would it be? North Wales, Hereford.
North Wales,
down,
Shrewsbury, Oswestry, Hereford,
yeah.
Gloucester, Forest of Dean, and then down to Bristol, Yeovil.
Bristol.
There,
Bristol, Frome, Yeovil.
Bristol, Frome, Yeovil.
Yeah. Good pubs around there, aren't there?
Yeah. The whole walk. There's probably every couple of miles, mate.
There is some funny pictures going on here. Darren's put a selfie and Chris has put a laughing one back. There we are. On that note, we'll end it. Thank you, everybody, from joining us today. Coastal path from Ilfracombe brings you to Poole. Ilfracombe would be a long way, unless we're getting a ferry round from North Wales to Ilfracombe to Devon, and then that's cheating, isn't it? That's cheating.
Or North Wales to South Wales, and then over from Cardiff to Devon, Cornwall, Somerset area, I guess, and then down and round, maybe. Don't know.
Yeah.
But you're right. Chat for next time.
Yes, we're going to plan this. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We shall see you in the next one.
Up the Cherries in all departments has been nominated for the Best Club Content Creator for the Premier League. To vote, visit the link on screen. We thank you in advance for your support, and up the Cherries.
TalkSport Fan Network.
The ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Want authentic supporter insight on all things Bournemouth? Follow Up the Cherries in all departments on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Search TalkSport Fan Network.
I should be like you, Melvin.